I think we're live. So welcome to the fourth day of Freedomus.
That's right.
We are going live every day through Christmas, and the topic is money, getting your money straight.
Right. So let me ask you a question that most people probably don't want to answer, y'all. If your income stopped tomorrow, not eventually, not in theory, but I mean tomorrow, okay? How long could you survive? Not thrive, not live large, just survive. How long? We're not asking this, y'all, as a gotcha question, okay? Because we ask it because we've lived it, right? We've lived it. And y'all know what? My dad died about 6 months ago now. Gosh, that was fast. He died, no insurance, no backup, no plan, and everything fell on us. All the final expenses, right? Travel fell on us.
Yeah.
Y'all know I had to go back and forth to LA twice in 4 months between my aunt and my dad, right? I don't do middle seats. Economy, all right? Decisions had to be made while grieving.
Yeah. This is what unexpected actually means.
That's right. That's right. So we're going to talk about that today and a little bit more, all right? But we want to introduce ourselves. My name's Halisi.
And I'm Rick. Welcome to our Black Utopia.
On our channel, we talk about money. We talk about travel and life abroad. We help folks who look like us, who are getting close to retirement age and forgot to plan. We help you get your money straight so that you can retire on time or maybe even early.
Early is a good thing.
Early is always good. All right, sweetheart, what are we talking about today?
So today we're talking about how long could you survive without income?
That's right. I'm going to bring the microphone a little bit closer to us, y'all. I'm sorry. So yeah, we're going to talk about how long you could survive without income.
Today we're doing three things. We're talking about what a real emergency fund is actually for. We're naming all the things that can knock you off track.
That's right.
And we're explaining why the question matters more than your paycheck.
Y'all hear that? This question truly, truly matters more than your paycheck. All right. If you're in the chat or if you're watching from the future, hey. I hope the future is great. We want to ask, if your income stopped tomorrow, how long could you survive? Less than a month? 1 to 3 months? 3 to 6 months? Or 6+ months? No shame. No shame, y'all. Seriously, because we've been there. Just honesty. Just honesty. For those of you who are truly new to our channel, you might not know, right? In 2018, Rick and I got a wake-up call, y'all. We got a wake-up call. We were getting close to retirement age, and we looked at our money. It looked crazy.
Insanely crazy.
But we did get our financial act together, and we went from negative 22,000 to over 1.1 million in net worth. Y'all, if we can do that,
you can do it too.
You can do it too. You truly, truly can. Even in crazy ass from America. Okay? You can do it. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, subscribe. Do us a favor. We are trying to get to 100,000 subscribers before our 4th year anniversary. And I'm not going to tell you when that is because I want you to go ahead and subscribe now. We know some of y'all be lurking in the background and stuff.
Peeping around.
Peeping around the corner. Hit that notification bell twice so that you know every single time that we go live or drop a new video.
Yes, please.
Right?
Join us.
Exactly.
Become a member.
Exactly. As a matter of fact, our members hang out with us before we go live on Sundays, behind the scenes while we're getting ready and stuff. And we chitty chat for about an hour, y'all. We have a good time. And then our legends come on every other Thursday. We're not going to do it during the holidays, but we'll pick it back up in January.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
the question is this: what is an emergency fund really for?
That's right. Most people think an emergency fund is for stuff like a flat tire, right? Or maybe a broken appliance. And I'm not saying that flat tires can't be expensive, especially if you got 4-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. You might have to replace the whole set.
All of them.
Right? And that could be $1,000. But that's not the real emergency, all right? When we're talking about emergency, we're really talking about like loss of income plus unexpected costs.
At the same time,
right.
An emergency fund is not about convenience. Mm-hmm. It is about buying time. Time to think.
Yes.
Time to grieve.
If necessary.
Time to heal.
Right.
Time to make decisions without panic.
Exactly, y'all. Without time, every decision gets worse. It really does, because you make decisions out of panic. Rick and I saved 2 years living expenses as an emergency fund, and we still have 2 years living expenses as our emergency fund. 4 years after we, well, 3.5 years or so after we retired and stopped working. All right. What actually throws people off track, let's be adult about this, right? People don't fall apart because they bought the wrong thing.
No.
Right? They don't fall apart because they bought the wrong thing. They fall apart because life happens.
Yeah.
Life happens and they're not prepared, like a death without insurance.
A medical issue, even with insurance. A layoff or contract ends.
Right? A parent who needs care.
An adult child
who needs care.
They always need care.
Right? A move you didn't plan for, right? We know, especially for renters, if you're renting a house or something, they decide to sell the house, you might not, depending upon which state and what the laws are, you might get 30, 60, 90 days to get out. Or maybe something happens with the building or whatever have you, right? And you have a move that you didn't plan for. How about policy changes you didn't vote for, like them damn tariffs, right? How about that? Yeah. And getting rid of all of this financial aid while you're in the middle of school. These are policies you didn't vote for, probably, if you're watching us. When these things hit.
The question is not, am I good with money? The question is, do I have enough cushion to absorb this?
Exactly. And look, if you're like us and you're part of the sandwich generation, right? We talked about that yesterday in our Freedomus. For the sandwich generation, the question hits differently, right? Because when something goes wrong,
yeah,
it doesn't just hit you. It doesn't just hit you and your spouse. It could hit you and your spouse and your parents,
your kids,
right? Your siblings, perhaps. Your money becomes the system. So when we ask, how long can you survive without income? For many of us, the real question is, how long can everyone survive?
Yeah.
Right?
This is why a strong emergency fund is not optional. It is not a nice to have.
Y'all, it is not a nice to have, all right? If you want to be financially free, if you want to stop having to use credit cards for these emergencies, putting you further in debt at crazy ass interest rates, an emergency fund is necessary. It is mandatory. It is the difference between choices and panic, all right? Money that only works when nothing goes wrong, that ain't security. That is not security, y'all. All right? And we want you to have a plan B, C, D, E, and F, like we said yesterday. Right?
Yes.
That's right. So for a lot of people, the hardest part about building a true strong emergency fund. And let me tell you, in today's America, if you are still in the States, if you're single, you need no less than 6 months, no less. I know they used to say 3. That's not the case anymore. And I would even say 9 and 9 months to a year, as hard as it's been for some people to find jobs because everybody laying people off, right? If you're married, maybe you can get and have 2 incomes. Maybe you can get away with 6 to 9 months as opposed to a year or so. But yeah, y'all, it's not easy. We understand that, especially if your paycheck is trying to do too much.
Yeah.
Right. This is why adding another reliable, controllable income stream is not about working more. No. Y'all know. I'm from the Stephanie Perry School of A Life with Ease. Y'all know that, right? So we're not talking about working more necessarily.
No, it's about creating a backup.
That's right. And that's why we built the Side Hustle Challenge, to help people stop being one emergency away from some nonsense. All right. Yeah. The Side Hustle Challenge is 10 weeks. Okay, it is 10 weeks and it starts mid-January. We meet every single Saturday for group coaching, and we will bring you from idea to launch within 10 weeks. And we are only accepting a certain amount of students. Why? because it's a lot of work, y'all. And we will give you feedback back on every single thing that you turn in on time. We will give you feedback, and we'll try to give feedback on stuff that's late too, okay? Because we want you to be successful. We want you to be successful. If you already have a side hustle, but it's gotten stagnant or something like that, this is for you too.
You need a kickstart? Hey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So this series is not about making life less fragile. How long you can survive without income tells you where you need more support, more cushion, and more backup.
That's right. That's right. So if you need to get your money straight, we do offer Beyond the Bling. That's our financial freedom program for late bloomers like us. That also comes with monthly group coaching, and it is self-paced and it is continuous. We've got a cohort that meets every second Saturday of the month and have been for about 2 years now. All right. We've seen people get out of debt like in 6 to 7 months when they didn't think they could get out of debt for years, y'all. That's what we do. That's what we do. Because we've done it before. All right. And we can sometimes bring a fresh eye when you guys are in the middle of it. It's sometimes hard to step back and look at things with a fresh eye. Right. So we do offer one-on-one coaching. That information is in the description below. And we're going to see you tomorrow, Thursday, at our regular time. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time, where we're going to talk about geo arbitrage, because it's all about the money. And we want you to start 2026 getting your money straight and on point. We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
And we'll see you tomorrow. See everybody in the chat. We love you guys too. We see you. We see you.
Awesome. You're awesome.
Yes.
Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.